Hi everyone, this is a picture reading, and there is three, as you can see. We've got flower 1, flower 2 and flower 3. So I'll just give you some time to decide which one you want if you haven't, and hopefully the lighting is okay. Right, hello pile number 1. This is your reading, and I'm just going to do a wee shuffle here. Bear with me, I don't use these cards very often. Right, so I was in the garden sitting this morning after feeding the hens, and 3 ravens were just chilling out on the grass, picking about for worms. So inspired me to do a wee 3 card reading for 3 piles, for 3 groups. So this is group number 1, and it's what you need to know and what you need to grow and what you need to let go of. So this is your what you need to know. Pile 1, you need to know. Look at the High Priestess, it was already flipped over, so we'll just leave it flipped over. Sorry, just knocking things over. Look at the High Priestess, it's about your intuition and your inner knowing. And what's flipped over here, 2 flipped over. And what you need to grow is the King of Pentacles, and what you need to let go of is the 5 of Pentacles. Right, so that would look like, it says here, my intuition guides me to the truth. So what you need to know, I'm going to turn these over so we can just discuss and focus. Right, so your intuition guides you to the truth. So you've got the High Priestess, and she is all about intuition, as it says, and your dreams and your inner knowing, and your connection with the universe, the spirit, your spirit guides, whatever it is that you believe in. You are highly attuned to it, and you're connecting with it at this moment in time. Because in the present, you're maybe in some sort of, you've maybe had an enlightening experience or a traumatic experience lately that's give rise to a slightly more spiritual aspect of yourself, maybe something that you're not used to. Hang on a moment, the dog's barking. Right, so it might be something you're not used to. You're maybe worrying, or you're maybe denying it. You don't want to really go with these new feelings that you have, or you're maybe scared to trust your intuition, because as you can see her, I don't know if you can see it, if it's going to focus on it. There we go. You can see she's gazing down and off, and that would suggest to me that you may be looking back and maybe judging yourself or judging your past experiences, but it looks like you're learning from them, and you're comfortable with it because it's a knowing, sort of peaceful look, and she's almost like looking down at her dress that's just water that's flowing away. So it's almost like she's connecting with that flow and just letting our intuition guide her by letting go of past trauma experiences, worries, stress, or whatever it is. Remember, this is a general reading, so I'm trying to keep it really, really vague. But this is a beautiful card. In this deck, I think it's really pretty as well. So you can see she's got the key there. So you're the key to your own future, your own past, because it's your own thoughts and you're known. You know exactly. It looks like you know exactly where you've been, and I think you might know exactly where you're going, or if you don't know, you have a feeling about where you're going, and it looks like you're walking that path. It's a path you've maybe unknown to you, or something you've touched on previously in a past, and not a past life, maybe a past life, if you believe in all that. But in your past, even you've maybe walked this path before, but veered off of it, so that you're now realigning yourself with your path. I'm just sort of looking at the picture. It's not the deck I normally use, so bear with me. But the High Priestess, she is the equivalent of the sort of female equivalent of the Hierophant. So that's very spiritual, very knowledgeable, and just a really, almost like a super being. Just so it would also suggest that you are protected, or you are being guided somehow, or you're working towards something, and you're putting your faith in fate and just going with the flow to see where it takes you and following your intuition. Apologies, there's a dog barking again. I'm just going to flick over to see what it is. So what you need to grow is it's the King of Pentacles, so you're sure of your place in the world. So what you need to grow is your security, your safety, and your knowledge, and knowing that you are safe and you're secure, because it is quite a daunting experience and a daunting journey to be on if you are trusting your intuition, especially for the first time. It's something you may not be used to, but you know that you are safe in the unknown. You don't need to know everything, you don't need to control everything. Things are out of your control, which I believe you've maybe learned in the past. So know that, look back to things that you've done in your past, so that you can reaffirm that you are capable and you can move forward, and that regardless of what's around you, you are safe and secure in your own self. And that's where everything begins. That's where all the work and all the success all begins, with you knowing you and knowing yourself and trusting it. The King of Pentacles is it's all about what you have, and you know what you have, and you're secure with what you have, and you are, as you can see, you're holding on to it and you're keeping it safe. You've worked really hard to get where you are, and you're not willing to risk. Well, yeah, you're not willing to risk it because you don't see the need for frivolous things. Or I know the Pentacles are about material things sometimes, but you know the material worth of things, and you have experienced without as well as having. And regardless of whether you have or you don't have, you're treating life the way you want. Basically, you're going ahead the way you want, not the way you think people want you to be. You're just going ahead with what you know and what you have decided in the past, the recent past. I think it's been quite a recent thing. You know your place, and even if you don't have that place, you know where you want to be, and you know where you feel safe, and you're happy to sit there, and it's your time to put your feet up there in your comfort zone. So that's what you need to grow. You need to work in your comfort zone, and knowing where your comfort zone is, and knowing where you can go to feel safe and to feel like you're the king of your castle and you're in control of things. Because obviously you can't control everything, but there is elements of your life that you can control, and if you can be somewhere that can allow you that wee bit more control, or can allow you to feel a wee bit safer, maybe so that you can feel somewhere or somebody, or be with somebody, surround yourself with people that allow you to speak your mind and listen to your intuition, and they encourage you to think about things in a different perspective. Maybe, don't know why that's came to me, but maybe you felt I don't know, I'm going to flip this over. So because what you need to let go of, excuse me, my voice is away, what you need to let go of is your, well, it says here that you need to let go of your fear or thoughts and the feeling that you are alone, because you're not alone. Even if you feel alone, you have created a life, and you might feel out of touch from it at the moment, but you have all the things that you need, and they're there and waiting on you. So this can relate to people as well. So if there's people, these people are still there and they're waiting for you, and they'll be there for you, because you might feel on the outside at the moment, but that's just circumstantial, and things change, and it's you're on a journey. And the fives is about the sort of midway point, so you are on a journey. And I think, yeah, your destination is the King of Pentacles. So you might feel at this sort of midway point, you might want to abandon things, or you feel like nothing's really going your way sometimes. If this isn't you, sorry, I'm just trying to think another way to portray the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles in the Man's Rider deck is people looking slightly impoverished, walking by a nice brightly lit church window, and they're out in the cold. So you might feel like you're stuck, but it's also, it's highlighting that you aren't stuck. Sorry, I'm really struggling here. You aren't stuck, and because it's a journey, it's almost like because it's Pentacles, it's almost like your security or something that you hold dearly is being threatened or even taken away from you. And that's not your intuition and your your intuition, and it's not your inner self really to the core. So something has happened, and it's affected your sense of security and safety, and this then means that this is something that will pass, and it is a journey, and you're progressing through it, and the next step is the Six of Pentacles. So what you need to let go of is the anxieties and worries and ruminating over what you have or what you don't have, because you can't have everything all the time, and it takes, Pentacles are all about effort and hard work. So you're putting the effort in, you've put the hard work in, and you will get there, but sometimes there's lulls, let's just say lulls, and slow times, and times where you feel as if things are just a wee bit tighter and harder and a wee bit more of a struggle. Try not to focus on this so much, because you're safe and you're secure, and your next step once you deal with this, I imagine, is the King of Pentacles, because this is what you need to grow, this is what you need to focus on. The more you focus on what you have or what you can have, or how you can get things that you want, not even necessarily things, but how you can achieve the success and the money and the relationships and everything that you want, how you can achieve that wonderful home life, that great dream life, the dream home and everything. You will get that, and you will get there, because it's not always going to be even people in these situations where they have everything, or they look like they have everything, they've went through these stages. They've went through the Five of Pentacles stage where they've felt slightly impoverished and just left out and put out. So I'm just going to use this wee deck. Just going to see what's, yeah, because what you don't see coming is the Seven of Cups. So that's all about opportunities, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe you feel like you've missed out on opportunities, or an opportunity has been taken away from you, or not even an opportunity, something that you've had and something that's meant a lot to you has been taken away from you. So now you have another direction you need to go in. So that then means you have choices to make. And the Seven of Cups comes with also the trouble of, well, I know this too well myself, I can't make any decisions, so sometimes it's difficult to make decisions. So focus on the longevity of things, and focus on a decision that is for the long term and not immediate satisfaction, because that's what the King of Pentacles is all about. He's all about long term. He's all about putting in the work and patience, and getting there through work and through patience and security, and building up great foundations. So the great foundations that you'll build is through knowing yourself, and through knowing that you speak the truth, and you speak your own truth. And even if you don't speak your truth, I don't necessarily mean telling about telling everybody your opinion all the time, but just so long as you know that what you know is, you're happy with what you understand in yourself. You need to be happy in yourself, and that way you'll be able to see your worth and see the value that you bring to the world, which is sorry, I thought I saw something there. The King of Pentacles, and because you deserve a place in the world where you feel safe and secure and comfortable and flourishing, basically, and you will get there. And it's just sometimes it seems like a long road away, but it will get there. So I'm just going to, as I said, that was the bottom of the deck there, so I'm just going to shuffle for some advice on Five of Pentacles, why it's there. Oh, alright, got lots. Okay, this isn't really what I was planning on doing. So, right, King of Wands followed by the Nine of Swords. Right, so it is like something about something. It's King of Wands is a very colourful, ambitious, fiery character. So it could be that you've been doubting yourself because something, might be a business, a relationship, a job, or something, has been taken away from you, and you've had to reassert everything and just find your place in the world. Just find your place in the world again, basically, and reassert yourself. And you're confident, and you're coming, once you deal with the Five of Pentacles, you'll come out as the King of Wands, and you'll be successful in all you do. See, I was saying that you're already the King of Pentacles. Don't focus on if you have bad times or slightly slower times or less abundant times. And remember that it's not always the case. And there's a reason that you're doing what you're doing, or there's a reason that you're focusing on what you're focusing on, and it's for the overall beneficial good of your future and your future self, and to be your better self, which is the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Now, regardless of whether you're male or female, it's still, you're secure in yourself and you know who you are, and you're a great character, because you're charismatic, everybody loves you, and people come to you for advice, and you're very quick with your advice, you're witty, you're smart, you're charming, but you're also really secure and really reliable, and you go the distance and you put the work in. You're not shy you're not shy of doing some work and for something that you believe in. You'll give it your all, and all your fire and your passion and your ambition, you'll put it all into it, and you're almost there, because it looks like you've went through a lot of mental struggles, a lot of thought processes, almost as if you spent a long time thinking, even maybe before the thing actually happened, that caused you to really question yourself and your being and your reason for being here. So you've questioned that, and you've now came to the point where you feel that everything that could have happened has happened, so now you are just going with it, as I said, going with the flow, and just following your intuition and trusting that everything will work out, and trust that you've put the work in and you've put the effort in, and you are going to be rewarded. I'm just going to flip these over and see. Yeah, 9 of Swords. So that's all about, sorry, I've got really dry mouth. Right, so you've got the Knight of Swords. So that's about, you're maybe holding back, you're maybe not taking action on something, or you're waiting on somebody else to take action so that you can then move forward with whatever your plans and desires are, because there's something you want and you know what you want, and you're sure you can get it because you've done it before, you've succeeded and achieved your goals before. You know that you can, you know there's a step process of achieving goals, and you know that you start with the small goals and then you work your way up, and eventually it becomes a big goal without even noticing, and you've achieved it. So you know that, but something, you keep going back to something that is a thought, and that's all it is. It's just a thought. It's not something that's actually happened. It's almost like you're dreading the worst. The more you focus on it, the harder it is for you to get out it, and you feel like you do feel like the worst is happening. So don't encourage negativity to breed in your life, and negativity continue in your life. Try and deal with it by recognizing the thoughts for what they are, and that they're thoughts, and try and changing the thoughts to a productive thought. Research, excuse me, I've got really dry mouth. Research cognitive behaviour therapy, cognitive behavioural therapy, which is basically, if you get, basically, as if it's so simple, read up on it, but know that that if something's really getting to you, you can't get it off your mind, you're up all night thinking about it and worrying about it, choose, if you have to worry about something, choose something that's doable. Choose something that you can change, choose something that you can manage, choose a task that's going to bring you joy once you achieve it, and it's doable, and it's something that you can achieve, even if it's getting up and eating a breakfast, something I struggle with. So get up and eat a breakfast, make you feel better, and that's a goal achieved. So it's one of the many battles that we've got to struggle. Everybody struggles through battles every day, their own internal battles, and if you can overcome one of your internal battles a day, it's going to set you in the right foot to be able to deal with any other negative thoughts or any other intrusions into your day that make you go back to a slightly darker Five of Pentacles place. So focus on them and take action on them by changing them to something positive, or refocusing your energy on something. Sorry, the fish distracted me there to try to jump out the tank. So focus your energy, focus your energy on something that is going to bring you some sort of joy or alleviate. So even if it's something as simple as going out the back for 5 minutes to de-stress by looking at the sky. No matter what time of year it is or time of day it is, just look up to the sky. I'm sure it'll relieve some sort of stress. Now I totally just dribbling a lot of nonsense there, right? So 4 of Wands, the universe brings all you need to feel blissful. Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier, that if you trust in what you know, these opportunities and these, even if because it's cups, people like suitors, oh, how old am I? People coming to you with messages of love. If you're looking for love, you're going to get choices, and choices will come for you, and also opportunities for anything else that you're desiring. They will come if you focus your thoughts on them. Also, my rings just fell off. So if you focus your thoughts on them and your energies on them, you'll be able to achieve what you need, because the 4 of Wands is a nice celebration card, and it's all about balance and about home life and energies, and maybe even the start of like you've started a project. It's the foundations are solid now. The bases, you've got a base to springboard from and be able. So basically, you're at the beginning of your journey towards what you want, and you're going to get it because it's the King of Wands and the Hermit. So again, that links into the High Priestess. Go within yourself to find out what you want, and then just go for it. So it says, I follow my own path, but go within, decide what you want, what's best for you. To hang with anybody else, or obviously if you've got people you really need to care for, and then you've got children and things like that, obviously they're going to always be at the forefront of your mind, and they're your main purpose for everything. But I'm sure you see them as part of you as well. So go within and decide what's best for you and those around you, and then go forward step by step, step by step each day to get what you want. I was going to do this other deck, but I think we've had plenty there. I'm just going to see. So this went a wee bit crazy. I only expected to do 3 and maybe 2, maybe an extra 2, right? So I still am dribbling. So 1, 2, here we go. Right, I'm just going to do a wee card from the self-care. See if we can get a wee bit of self-care advice that'll allow you. Sync with the moon. There we go. Oh, and aromatherapy. Right, so yeah, that links into what I was saying earlier. Go outside, sync with the moon. I mean, the moon's out most of the day at the moment where I am. Every time I go out, there's a wee crescent moon hanging in the sky. It's beautiful, even in the daylight. So go out, sync with the moon, tune in, have 5 minutes to de-stress, and if aromatherapy, right? So you can also do aromatherapy, which any way you choose. Just squirt it about the house, wear it. Well, you don't need me to tell you how to do that, but there's the benefits of aromatherapy, and I'm sure you don't need me to tell you about the great benefits of it. You can look up yourself if you want. but that's just some advice, and I'm going to stop now. So thanks for listening. I hope it made sense to you, and apologies if it didn't. I tried. Thanks. Bye guys. Right, hi pile 2 for this nice wee flower doodle. Here we go. Right, sorry. I'm just gonna sit down and shuffle. What does pile 2 need to know, need to grow, and need to let go? Whoa. Oh, did we get 3 out straight away? Woohoo! Oh no, 4. Oh well. Here we go, we're getting 4. Right, you see them? Great. Right, hopefully you can hear me. I'm just going to move in. Right, so. Right, we've got the Magician. Woohoo! Lucky yous. Oh, and Livers. I'm just going to stop there because that's a bit much. Just to give me a wee gist of what's happening. So we've got the Magician. You manifest perfectly what you desire. So. Right, pile number 2, funky flower people. Use, guys, are manifesting something. You want something, and you've decided how to get it, and it looks like you're working towards it. You've made a decision, because you've got the Lovers, you made a decision. Now you could be working your magic to attract a person. You are looking for love, and you know you've got the tools and how to get it, and you know how you get, you know you can get it. So love is coming to you. You're doing everything you can to achieve it. If it's not love, it's something else that you're wanting. Something, it could be, but whatever it is, you've made a decision to act on it and go for it, and you're taking all the steps and putting into action everything that you need, because you made a commitment to it. Either that, or you've made a commitment to somebody, a situation, or a new job, or a new business idea, or a new project, or you could even be getting married. Right, and so you can see Magician here's got the infinity symbol, so everything's possible, and you're feeling really positive, and you are feeling like everything's possible. You actually, you believe in yourself, which is great. I'm so happy. You believe in yourself, you know that you can get what you want. Just seeing if there's anything else here, because there's lots of flowers, there's lots of growth, there's lots of, so maybe something that started a wee while ago and it hasn't been quite as quick. You've not reached the success quite as quick as you would like, but you have made the decision to still continue with it, because you're going to get your success. Sorry, I can hear the cat. There we go. Look at me, I want to get out soon. 7 of Swords. Take great care of what you value. Right, so it's either, I'm telling you, because this is what, sorry, I've just bashed on and not explained anything at all. This is what you need to know. So what you need to know is you're the Magician. You're capable of achieving your dreams and what you want. What you need to grow is self-love or love for somebody else. Because if you are starting a relationship, trust in that love. Trust that you have attracted this person for a reason. And if you make a commitment to it, it will work. It says 7 of Swords is what you need to let go. So what you need to let go of is your mistrust, maybe. maybe you've been hurt before in a relationship and you're a bit weary, but it's suggesting that, sorry, I need to pause this, the dog's kicking the water ball about, sorry. Right, sorry, here goes. Where were we? Seven of Swords. Right, so that's what you need to let go of. Maybe you feel like, I wonder if this is why this came out to explain it. Ah, you've got the World as well. Celebrate life and welcome new energy. Yeah, so you have to let go of the past hurts, trust that the good stuff that's happening now, or the good stuff that you are wanting to happen because you know you deserve it, will happen. Your world's been turned upside down previously in the past, but know that you can have the world again. Sometimes if you feel like you're on top of the world and then everything that was good gets snatched away from you or gets taken away from you, you then feel like you don't want to trust again because you don't want the fear of that happening again. So I don't know why that came to me there. So trust that it's not gonna, that this is good. Trust that it's good, whatever's happening and whatever's going on and it's on your mind, trust that it's good, and trust that if what you want and what you've decided that you want isn't here yet, trust that it will be, because you're due to get it, and you've created something new in your life, whether it be a new attitude, a new way of looking at things, a new anything. You've started something new and you've made the choice to continue with it because you're loving it. It's great. Trust that it is great and trust that it will continue. I've also got the feeling, I want to say that if you feel that it's too good to be true, drop that. Don't think it's too good to be true, because nothing's too good to be true, because everybody deserves greatness, everybody deserves good in their life. Everybody deserves good in their life. Right, I'm just going to see, I'm going to clarify with these other ones. Oh wait, I'm going to see what's in the bottom of the deck because we totally missed that. Aye, the Chariot. Go forward with confidence in yourself because you rock. You're the magician. You can create things. You can get there. If anybody can get there and achieve success, whatever success means to you, it's a magician. And you're supported as well. You've got the world on your side. And the Chariot, you'll go forward, but move forward. Take balanced, controlled steps, and you'll get there. Balance. The Chariot's all about balance, and then you've got black and the white, yin and yang. And he's totally, he knows where he's going. He's got obviously a destination in mind. You've got a destination, you've got a goal, you've got something that you want to achieve in mind, and you go for it. It's coming. I'm just going to see any more advice for pile number 2. Any more advice for pile number 2? Anything else? Anything else for pile number 2? Oh, there's 2 flipped over. See, yeah. 8 of Pentacles, abundance, loads of material success, lots of love, lots of friendship, lots of money, lots of material wealth. You've done the work, you have put in the work, and you're going to be rewarded for it because you've got the Sun as well. You're optimistic and appreciate all you have. Because you're 8 of Pentacles, you're a crafter, you're a worker, You have worked really hard, you've put your heart in your sleeve, and you've crafted away at whatever your passion is, and you worked hard at it. Don't doubt yourself or think that if you succeed through your talent or your skill, that it's any less than succeeding in, say, the business world, or succeeding by getting promotions, and or succeeding by having big fancy cars. If you succeed in your own goals and what you personally, your own personal dreams and desires, if you work hard at them and toil away at them day after day, whether it be even just keeping a positive attitude sometimes is a proper graft. You're grafting every single day. There's always something comes up that tests you and tests your ability, but you manage it because you're the magician. So don't doubt your ability and your creativity or your productivity or your ability to be able to provide, and your ability to succeed and be reliable. I mean, you're totally reliable, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe you've been hurt before in the past because you're reliable and that's been disrespected, but don't let that get to you. That's in the past. The sun, your time to shine is coming. You've got the world on your side. This is the most amazing reading I think I've ever done. It's wow. I'm so pleased for you, so pleased for you. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a wee clarifying one. Can we have a central kind of theme and message on how to succeed and get what you want? Yeah, I kind of want to do that one because that was there. So you've went within, you've got the Hermit there, you know exactly what you want because you know your own truth, you know what you want basically, and you're even willing to work magic for it because you're that sure that the success is yours, that you're willing to you're willing to put the work in. And that's basically manifesting this. You're going to manifest what you want. Everything's possible. You know everything's possible. You've got the 9 of coins, so that's your abundance card. So you've got luxuries. You're totally, yep, straight after the 8 of Pentacles. So because if you're going to get what you deserve for the hard work that you've put in. You're going to be living a life of whatever you deem as luxurious. You're going to be happy and content. The 10 of Cups, for crying out loud, the 10 of Cups, that's like just amazing. You've got everything that you desire, whether it be a happy family, a happy home life, a promotion, your own success in your own career, your own job, your own business. I don't know, there's an infinite array of things it could be, but whatever it is you are wanting, it's coming to you. If you've not already got it yet, it's coming, and I'm super happy for you. So let's see, just some advice for the self-care cards, because for all this to happen, or for all this happening, you deserve a little bit of self-care. Everybody does. Drink tea. And whatever, sorry, the cards are waiting on the floor. Whatever type of tea you like to drink. Knock up a wee cup of tea and rest. Perfect. So drink tea. So tea is all about oxidizing your cell and getting you obviously nourishing yourself. You can use all sorts of, you don't need me to tell you about herbal teas and things like that, but go investigate. There's some lovely teas out there, and a wee tea before bed, chamomile tea before bed or something. and get some rest, because you will need it, because being super happy and having all this joy and abundance and greatness, although it's brilliant and it's great and it's happiness, it's still gonna need a lot of energy for you to get through it. There we go. Right, thanks guys, and what can I say? Right, hi pile 3. I'm just gonna shuffle. Bear with me. Right, pile 3. What does pile 3 need to know? Need to grow? And what do they need to let go of? What does pile 3 need to... Oh, right, you're getting all them because they all slid out. Here we go. Right, we'll start with the Emperor, because he's turned up. And then, so what you need to know is that you make empowered choices. You need to know that you are the... that also could suggest that you're an Aries. You're a fiery character. Not in a bad way though, obviously, because fire's great. It also suggests that something could be happening in about March time and April. You might need to make a choice then. Yeah, you've got the 5 of Swords here. It says, and it's in reverse, so you heal yourself. Yeah, maybe you've made the decision to focus on yourself and heal yourself. You've made the decision to, because something's happened quickly in the past, I think, because I can see this bolt coming in here. As if something came in, hit you hard and fast. It's been a slow burner. It's something that's still burning and still residing with you today. So if it's an event that's happened in the past, it's still got an effect on you, and it's still something that you're working through, and it's something that's taken a lot of mental thought, obviously, and a lot of thinking. This could suggest it could be a time stamp as well, so it could be 7 weeks. You could have spent 7 weeks really thinking about something, and you've now made a decision to move forward with it, or decide, or not move forward. It doesn't necessarily mean moving anywhere. You've just made a decision on probably about thinking about something, a decision about how you now view something. Something that, because it's Emperor, it's all about structure and strength and being in control. Sorry, just see what these other ones are. So, sorry, what you need to know is that you are the Emperor of yourself, obviously. Whether you're male or female, the Emperor is the part of you that makes sound, logical decisions for the better good of yourself, your future, those that you support, those that look up to you, those probably people really respect you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you're in a highly respected position, or you're in charge of people and their livelihood. You're in charge of their livelihood, and whatever decision you make day to day has a knock-on effect on them. So you're the boss. You're either the boss in the work, the relationship, the house. It's you're the key. You are the one in control. You're the one what says what goes. So you get the 5 of Swords here. So it suggests that you've maybe decided to walk away from something or the cards are suggesting you should walk away from something that's you've been thinking about for a while, because fives are about change and it's a change of mind, maybe mindset, because it's something that's happened. And when it's in reverse, it's obviously intensifying the need to heal yourself, but you're aware of it and you know that you can do it, but maybe you're struggling to do it because you're having to look after so many other people. Maybe that's what it is. But you should have strength to be able to move forward, because you know you're the emperor, and maybe that's what it is. Maybe you've always got to be the pillar of strength and you kind of just want to drop your sword and just go away and reside, because maybe that's what you need to do. Or maybe you need to know, but you need to know that you're the emperor, that you make good choices. Don't doubt yourself when you have to make choices, and don't think that the choices you've made are the cause of anything, or don't sit and think about, oh, maybe I should have done that, or I didn't do that, or I've done that wrong, I've made a mistake. Just, you've made your decision, ride with whatever happens, because that's all you can do. Is you made your decision, and that is a great thing and a great action, because sometimes it's really hard to make a decision, especially if it's something that's really a massive impact on your life and people's lives around you. The Five of Swords in reverse could also suggest that you're having to stand your ground, because maybe there's something or somebody or a situation that's pressing on you. But you've now made a decision that you know where you stand and you know your place, so you can move on away from the negativity or maybe even just feelings that people are putting out to you. You can leave that behind now. Because you need to focus on yourself and focus on what you've done and what you've already achieved and what you've already got. That's what you need to focus on, and see the situation for what it is. Things are the way they are for a reason, and there is not much to do about it other than you've made your choices and move forward. Sorry, the cat's going to jump up and do stuff. So don't let whatever's happening be your only focus, and don't let it deplete your energy. And we've got the King of Pentacles. So, because, yeah, the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, you are solid and you're secure because of what you've been through and what you've managed to get through, and what you've succeeded in, the success you've created, and the place that you are now. You've done that. You've done all that. That's you that did that, and you should know that that's yours by right. Sorry, it's yours by right, and nobody can take that away from you. If you know that and you believe that, nobody can take that away from you. So, sorry. Oh, here we go. Oh, cat just nearly burned himself. Oh, silly cat. Sorry. Right, so yeah, you're the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. Yeah, so I don't think it's to do with love. I think it's to do with your place in the world and your what you're working towards and what you're wanting. Yeah, because I've got the Knight of Wands, 6 of Wands. So you need to grow your own self and your own beliefs and your own thoughts. Nobody else can make the decisions for you. It's your decision, and you deserve what you have. You deserve to be able to make a choice and not feel judged about your choices and your decisions that you're making. Yeah, because the Knight of Wands is about, sometimes it can be a bit impulsive, or maybe people will think you're being impulsive. Maybe you're going to take a risk or something that'll be perceived as a risk. But do it because you're going to celebrate it, because you've got the 6 of Wands underneath the 5 of Swords. So if you focus on your thoughts and how you're thinking about yourself, if you change you're thinking you're being really hard on yourself, I think that's what it is. I think you're really hard on yourself, and I don't think you should be, because I think you should be celebrating yourself, because I think you, although you might not say it, you are extremely successful, and you are somebody that people look up to, and somebody that people really, they might even have wish they had the desire or the ability to act on things the way that you do, because you make your choices and you act on them. Almost not no questions asked, but you don't ruminate over it. You don't overthink it too much, or that's your problem. You shouldn't be overthinking it too much, because it's in reverse. If you don't overthink things too much, things will come easily. Things will come far more easily if you don't spend ages focusing on something that you shouldn't be focusing on, because then you can focus on something that you should. I know it sounds really stupid and that sounds quite odd. Now, yeah, different perspectives. So change your perspective of yourself. Change the way you're viewing yourself. Change the way you look at yourself. Look at yourself, write down everything that is good or that you've achieved, do a gratitude list or something. Just look at yourself at a different angle. Look at yourself through somebody else's eyes, how they would perceive you. Like, what do you measure other people by? Say you look at somebody and you think that they're so successful because they've got all that money. Maybe you've got the same amount of money as them, they just display it more or in other ways. You don't necessarily know other people's situations, is what I'm saying. I don't mean it. It's just, look at, try to think how to say, just treat yourself nice. Treat yourself the way that you would treat your friend. Look at yourself as if you were your friend, so that you can give yourself a wee bit of much needed love and comfort. Choose your battles carefully. Don't beat yourself up. Don't get in a fight with yourself, because you're never going to win that. That's like an ongoing, it's a constant battle, a constant struggle that you don't need. Don't get into it with yourself, because it's hard to end it once you start. Yeah, you know what's worth your time and effort, and you know that there's no point in continuing with something if it's not in line with what you want, and it doesn't line up with what you want. And so don't spend, oh, I've just blew the candle out, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's not very, I see, just put these bad thoughts to bed. Don't think of it, don't be up all night thinking about what you could have done or what you should have done or anything like that. Know that whatever you do, you are capable, because you've done it all before, you've been there before, you've got through it before, you've managed, every setback that you get over is another achievement, another rung in your ladder. Don't measure your ladder against anybody else's ladder, because we all start at different stages, and sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. So change your perspective in that. Know that you might be having a down day, but tomorrow it might be your up day, and hopefully is your up day. And and it's all just about how you look at it as well. Sorry, this sounds like I'm really... Right, I'm just going to change to these other ones, because they'll probably give you better advice than me. Right, so some self-care. Some self-care for pile 3, so they know that they are awesome and they can achieve anything they want. I don't know why I just pulled that one out. Right, it suggests some alone time and watching a movie. So if that's your bag, oh jeez, so if that's what you're into, get the old movies on. I prefer, get old movies on, preferably something that makes you feel good, unless you don't like re-watching movies, but I do. So watch some films and have some alone time with said films. And I don't think there's anything else. I'll just do a reshuffle. Any more messages for pile 3? That one won't either, because I feel bad because I blew out your candle. 4 of Swords. Yeah, leave it behind. You are healing. You know you can heal. You've done it so many times before, you poor soul. But you if there's anybody can do it, you can. And you've got 2 wands, because you know exactly what you want in the world, and you're not letting anybody else substandard that doesn't fit the bill to come in, and you're not fighting any more battles that are not going to be of any use to you. If it's not anything that is going to be part of your ultimate bliss or your future better self, leave it behind. Don't even engage in it. Right, I hope this gave you some help and advice. Apologies if it didn't. Thank you. Bye guys.